Hello! Hello, everybody. I can barely see you, but I think I can see and sense a lot of brown people in this room tonight. If you're brown, give me some noise. Oh, look at all of us brown people sitting together. It's like it's 1946 or something. And if I know anything about history, which I don't, I believe Beyonce's Partition comes out in 1947 and they had to split us up. Oh no. But let's do a little bit of a roll call. Where are my Indians at? Pakistanis, where are you at? Bengalis, we got Bengalis. There we go. Any white people in the house? Oh. Our minority here today. Thank you for being here today. And today, you are going to have your name with a red squiggly underneath it in Microsoft Word. Sorry, Kaylins. Today, when I right-click your name, it's going to say, did you mean Kalyani? With the hand motion. Perfect. Yeah, my name was auto-corrected to Najah Body growing up. Yeah, that's right, nausea, like the symptom. Body, like the thing that has the symptom. And no, I was not popular growing up. Thank you for asking. No one ever asks. Yes, no, brown people are my people here tonight. So you know what? Shout out to you if you're brown. Shout out to those who were never complimented on their tan coming back from Cancun. Shout out to those who their eyebrow lady says an upper lip too. And shout out to those who had to sport a boy cut up until middle school, who just wanted a cookie and reached into the cookie tin to find their mom's sewing materials. I'm sorry, can a boy-looking brown girl just get a cookie without being reminded to thread? Again? That rots. I just don't want there to be any secrets between you and I here tonight. So no secrets, I'm just gonna come totally clean. This past weekend, I visited London. I know, I visited the bad guys. I'm sorry, okay? You know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought I was gonna waltz out the plane. I thought a bunch of British men and women were gonna look at me with the boiler hats and the petticoats. But when I walked off the plane, London was browner than this room. I was confused. I was like, London is so brown. I thought I landed in Pakistan. And I was like, oh my God, does Queen Elizabeth have the red squiggly line thing underneath her name here in Microsoft Word? If I right-click her name, would it be like, did you mean Elizabeth? But you know what? I enjoyed London very much. I think my favorite part was the halal desi food everywhere. There's halal. Yes, give it up for halal desi food. I don't know where you are, but your food is like me. No, I think that was my favorite part about colonialism. I liked that part. With the part where they stole my culture and then they served it back to me on a silver platter. I like that. A lot of firsts in London. I got color matched in a racist country for the first time. And you can imagine how that ended up. I went into the makeup room, the makeup counter. I went into a makeup space, whatever. I forgot my foundation back at home. So I went straight to the one brown MUA and I was like, that girl understands me, for sure. I walked up to her and I was like, for sure this girl played badminton growing up. I can just feel it. I walked up to her and she's like, my name's Raj. I'm like, perfect. And Raj decided that she found a foundation that was perfect for my skin tone. And then she put it on me. And she was so happy, and she was so happy. She goes, you look stunning, love, you look stunning. And I was like, yeah, I look stunning. And then she shows me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm white. I'm white. And I was like, oh my God, I think they color matched me to the Queen by accident. After her passing, I was like, oh my God. And so I sported Dead Queen on the left side of my face, and I think honestly, I probably would have had better luck if I asked her to color match to my coffee and then worked it that way. But at that moment I realized that even though this brown racist has eyes, I can't trust what they see. They see more like they can't see. And honestly, everyone in London, I can't trust them with eyes, and that's a foundational belief. No, yeah, the London Eye, that needs glasses. London Eye needs glasses. Yes, that's London, but right now it's October. That means it's spooky season. Give it up for spooky season! And for me, it's Pookie season. That's right. Halloween is the one time a year where a man chases me with a chainsaw. But he's just trying to get my attention. Listen, I know I don't look it, but I do well in haunted houses. I realized I'm a hit in the afterlife. For sure, I bought a ticket to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, and I went, and I almost got engaged. Yes, you know what? I just waltzed in there, as I normally do, to haunted houses. Hey, what's up? And I walked in, and I was just, focused on myself, focused on my career, focused on doing me, just like doing me the whole time. And I noticed a dead man to my right, just walking up, recording me. And he had a bubonic plague mask on. And I was like, oh my God, he's a doctor. And I was like, oh my gosh, I look back and I see his huge beak. And I was like, oh my God, he's Punjabi. For those of you who don't know, Punjabis have prominent noses. I should know I am one. And it shaves seconds off of nose goes. I win every time. And I was like, oh my God, you know what? And with me sporting my new foundation, I looked like a dead queen, and I knew we just had a lot in common. We had a lot in common. And so at that point, I just called my mom on the spot. I'm like, Ma, I found a doctor. And she's like, what kind? And I'm like, a pandemic one. You work during a pandemic, Mom. I'm not gonna tell you which one, a pandemic, a plaguey one, a plaguey pandemic. But that engagement was short-lived. It's not because Mama disapproved of me being with a dead guy, but it was because I only bought one night of Halloween Horror Nights, and I had to go home the next day. So I was like, oh my God, I have to let this guy down easy. Oh, poor Dr. Bubonic Plague Man. This is gonna kill him. Again. So then I finally turned around. I'm like, hey, can we talk? I think we need to talk. Listen, I just feel like we're both in different phases of our lives, where mainly I have a life, and I just don't see myself relocating to the afterlife. And I just have so much going on for me above ground. And you know what? I'm just a suburban Midwest girl. I don't really see myself in hell. So it's not you, it's me. Dr. Bubonic Plague Man went and just courted the next girl. And I'm not gonna say that didn't hurt. Speaking of horror, the election's coming up. Woo, give it up, give it up. Yeah, give it up for giving up. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Listen, I'm just gonna vote for my sister. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I actually can't. She can't run. Not that she's not qualified. It's just illegal for her to run. Listen, so my sister Esther, she's like the perfect candidate. She is so smart. She's a genius. She's like an actual genius. Like, brown parents and white parents wanted their kids to be like her. That's how you know we made it. And the good thing about Isra is that if she were president, she would save the world. The bad thing about Isra is that my parents decided to have their smartest kid in London, freaking monarch town, and now she can't be president here. Yeah, great. What the hell are we gonna do? But that's fine, that's fine. I realized that they had all their dumb kids here, and that's fine. Yeah, I was smart enough to come up with that line and dumb enough to realize I just called myself dumb. But that's okay. What I realize is I'm still gonna vote for my sister because London does it all the time. They vote for their family every election and they win. So I think the odds are in our favor. My family rocks. My family rocks. I have this baby niece that I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with her and she's obsessed with my phone. She's the sweetest thing in the world. She's kind of crazy. She's so cute. I'm honestly scared of her, but she's my best friend. Yeah, every time I see her, she quickly crawls up to me and grabs my phone and starts watching YouTube for hours. And I see her swiping up on all my incoming calls and notifications, like she's on baby Tinder or something. And I'm like, oh my God, this woman is crazy. So I decide that I'm gonna pluck up the courage and I'm gonna confront this little baby bully. And I'm gonna get my phone back after watching her assert her dominance on my phone for multiple hours. But as I go up to her, she suddenly evolves into this little baby gangster. And she's just a tot-sized Al Pacino, smoking her pacifier like a baby Cuban. And I feel this big. So you come crawling back to me, huh? Look what I got here. I got your phone. You want your phone back? Listen, you can't have it. I own this phone. I own you. You're nothing without this phone. Hey, put me down right now. Fellas, put me down right now, right? Delete Snapchat, huh? Listen, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse, okay? Unlock your phone, and I spare you a sleepless night, huh? Listen, unlock your phone, put your fat face in this Face ID so I can watch Baby Shark, huh? Goodness, listen, I own you, and hey, listen, you're gonna have to respect me, all right? Listen, I know I can't make eye contact just yet. You have to respect me, listen. Unlock your phone, leave your phone, take the cannoli, and change my diaper. Listen. I texted your boss back. I said, and the letter A. Now, yes, my sister can't be ruler of this country, but she gave birth to the ruler of my life. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Najah.